It's late at night. You think you're safe. You turn the lights out, and then you hear a scream and shout. No one's home. You're alone. Lay back down, pull up your sheets. Your knees start to feel weak. You can feel your heartbeat. Is your door closed? You feel your feet exposed. Now you're in a state. It's much, much too late. You can't escape this deadly fate. Warning, the following podcast contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Welcome back. This is Sinister Ghouls, Twisted Sister, your paranormal, true crime, and everything creepy podcast. I'm your host, Ghoulie Gonzo, and I'm here with my co-host,
Jojo Ghoul.
Couldn't get, that was a tongue twister coming out there. I was like, why is gate off again? So
Because at first it was on, and then you said, "Is this normally on?" And I said, "You said it was last time,"
Yeah.
and you went, "No, it's not," and then you shut it off.
you guys, it's just my mix board. I'm just trying to.
She's a DJ.
So I'm a
You are though, isn't this DJing?
kind of. It's a baby DJ board.
Like a podcast.
But
DJ?
not really. It's not like a real
No,
DJ.
not size.
Oh,
What did I say?
no,
No, I meant like, don't they call like guys on like radio shows or women like radio
DJs or
right? Or is
I don't
that
know,
not-
y'all.
Is that a thing?
We're kind of like a radio. We were just talking to Poopy Ghoul, and we're getting some more headphones and microphones because we can have up to 4 guests on the podcast if I do so. So we will have Poopy Ghoul always on standby once we get this headset. These headsets and mics, then Poopy's just gonna have them on the whole episode too and throwing her 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what'd she say? 50, her 50 cent.
50 cent.
Oh, I love 50 cents.
I like $1 more.
Many men.
Ha!
Many. Listen. So I was just
You were just singing it quietly.
Yes, I was singing it quiet. I do like 50 Cent. I do like hip hop. I'm a heavy metal person, but people, you can be more than that.
You're reggae, or reggaeton.
No, I hate reggaeton.
Me too. I wasn't sure which name it was.
Reggaeton is like the Spanish reggae, which I don't mind, but it's not like I want like reggae, like, you know, okay, Cali Buds, let's go to Cali Buds, Bermuda.
I like Cali Buds.
I don't want like, see, it's weird because I don't mind merengue and like, I can't explain it. Like salsa and like all that stuff. Oh God!
I made taco casserole. It's really good. People are gonna be like, "That's not authentic Mexican." Mexican.
This is a Mexican.
Mexican. But it's
reggaeton bothers me. I don't know why.
Oh, I mean,
reggaeton and house music. That's and it just goes and goes, and then they take the song and they play different songs with that in the background.
Oh no, that's a lot to take.
Oh God, it was so bad.
It's too much for one day.
No, I don't like reggaeton. I don't really like that shit.
No.
I do like electric. Oh. I love I can't.
Electric?
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob's house party.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
EDM.
I'm asking. I don't know.
It's like Major Lazer, but without
Major Lazer.
I mean, he's just like someone you might know.
I do think I think I know.
It's dope sounds and beats and shit, and it's like heavy, and then there's like dubstep mixed in it. I'll fuck that shit up.
I like watching on TikTok the videos of the rave scary screens. Do you see them?
They're so crazy.
They're so spooky.
Imagine being drunk on that.
I can't imagine being there sober and seeing that. I would cry.
That's a party when you see that.
No, I can't be at that party.
JoJo's drawing an eyeball. Is it my eyeball? Listen, it's just a thing we do in this family.
I just doodle.
Uncle CG, not Uncle Che. Uncle CG makes fun of me for drawing eyes all my life.
I draw them because you used to draw them, and I always thought you were the coolest. I still do, clearly.
Oh,
But
my Lord.
So I'd always try to draw eyeballs like
Remember
you
you
do.
took my paintings, too.
Yeah, I have them hanging up in my library.
Listen, you guys don't understand about Twisted Sisters and sisterly love like this. I was like 7th grader, and I painted. Our grandfather had passed, my dad's dad. Badass. I don't want to say badass. He was the sweetest thing ever.
He was so
Hey, did you bring me a taco?
I loved him.
Yep, with his ash the size of 4 inches. He never took it out of his mouth once. Once.
Once.
He never took it out of his mouth once. He would put a cigarette in his mouth, light it, you guys, and just smoke it.
Stand on the front porch with his arms crossed with the smoke burning one eye.
Yep. He was the sweetest thing. Yeah.
We're going, Mija.
Exactly.
Didn't he call you Gypsy because you were always
Oh, yeah, I was
leaving?
always gone. Yeah.
She was like a little nomad.
Yeah. Wait, why were we talking about Grandpa's eyeballs? So our grandfather passed away, and I painted like my feelings in my paintings at work. And it was like a cloud with like rainbows, but an eye inside an eye and a casket inside the eyeball and crying in tears. And then the next one was literally a reflection of my own face, but not cartoonized, but I guess.
I just think they're really cool. Like walleye. Huh?
I was walleye, yes. Yeah. You were. Yes, you
I
was.
think they're so cool. I love them. I hung them right up. So it's the first thing you see when you walk in there. Yep. Those two things. And then
in your makeup room.
In the book room. Oh yeah, I call it the library now because there's not much makeup anymore.
Listen, she's got a whole wall of fucking good books too.
Gay ones.
Well, she's gay. She likes to
big lesbian.
Yeah, she's a big lesbian crush on Poo Poo.
Yes, I do, honey.
Yes, I do, honey. Well,
you have a crush on me?
How cute. So she loves my art. I mean,
I do. No, it's so good.
I love eyeballs. So and you know what? I'm going to get my eyeball tattooed somewhere.
You should.
But it's going to be a spot in case it doesn't look good.
Like where?
On my armpit.
Oh, God, that would hurt so bad.
No, armpits, no.
No.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh, my God. So what we're drinking today. Back to it. We're not drinking.
Well, poop is, but.
No, I was about to just say, but Poo Poo is. She can only have 2 beers.
She's driving.
And we can have bottles of wine because Poo Poo is not the daddy.
Depends.
Poo Poo's not the daddy. I'm the daddy.
I love that video. It's so funny.
Put it this way. Poo Poo calls JoJo
Daddy.
Well,
that's just because I fixed shit. It doesn't even make sense because... No, it's just because I hang up the shelves. I fix the toilet. I fix the toilet when it runs.
I rig everything.
Honey, if something in that house if something in that house is not running properly, you tell me. And most of the time, you tell me. And then if I can't fix it, I call Dad. I'm Daddy. But she's also Daddy. And then I'm also Mama, though. She calls me Mama.
Yes, that's true. She always calls you Mama.
All of her friends at work know me as Mama.
Yes.
Big Mama.
Yes, we have a call line key.
I thought you were like,
hello, this is me. No.
Hi, this is Big Mama. I've given myself to Big Mama.
I got Small Daddy over here. This is Big Mama and Small Daddy. I feel like that's a radio.
It could be
a radio show.
Honey.
Big Mama, Small Daddy. 101.7. Back at you.
I'd want to talk like Delilah.
You
sounded just like that. Sounded like I was listening to it at Christmas time for 1 second.
I love it at
my
Christmas
face
time.
Go.
But then, yes, you did. But then I hate when she's like, this is for the lonely. Laying on their couch alone. Because they're lonely. With glasses of wine and sadness in their heart. These are to those we just want to say that we love you. Yeah.
He does.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Yay. Wait, go get the Sprite. Poopy, please.
What?
Poopy.
Go get the Sprite.
Get the Sprite. Listen, it's all on tape.
I thought that was a pourer.
No, this is the medieval time slipper.
Welcome to medieval times. Time. Why?
What the fuck?
We just sang it
What
and
the
said
fuck?
why. We gotta listen to that after.
We looked at each
908-9.
other the whole time like confused.
Yeah.
But everything
Listen,
we said was to each other.
we gotta replay that and hear it because that was nuts.
Why did we end like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
So before we go, we're not going anywhere. So here's this thing that we're drinking. It's got a big A on the front. It's for Apothic Crush. Soft red blend, velvety smooth. Vintage California.
It's a pretty bottle.
Inspired by the Apothica. Yeah.
Gothica.
Inspired by the Apothica Gothica. It's just Apothica. A mysterious place.
You're funny.
It's just a mysterious place. Just a
scary story.
It's a mysterious place where some of the earliest wine was blended and stored.
Oh.
Apothic wines offer a truly unique wine experience. Then it says crush because it's Apothica Crush. A decadent red blend with luscious notes of ripe red berries and hints of caramel. But how I say it, I say caramel.
It's caramel.
Thank you. Thank you. I said caramel like a dummy because I meant caramel.
If you want to piss Mom off, call it caramel or vanilla.
She'll Lord, don't say egg or leg either.
Oh, I say egg too. So I say egg and leg.
No, she likes egg and leg.
That's what I say.
Yeah. She when I say leg or egg, I say all of it.
Yeah, she'll go, it's not.
Egg, leg.
She hates it.
I almost said bag, bug. I was going to go on and on.
We say it like the English.
We say egg. Us?
You pronounce it in English.
It's egg. It's leg.
It's egg.
Yeah, you used to say bagel. You don't anymore.
Wait.
Remember, she would say bagel. Poop.
You got bagels?
Mom would go, what is bagel? She gets so pissed.
She's funny. Okay, so the that one was that. And Crush is a decadent red blend with luscious notes of ripe red berries and hints of caramel, rounded out by a velvety smooth finish, made with passion. Shit. Let's see.
I like it. It looks like a vampire would own it.
Yep. Alcohol volume 13.9.
You said yep.
It's almost 14%, y'all.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Mix it with Sprite. It's better with Sprite.
Oh my god.
Someone's gonna go,
who the fuck mixes all their wine with Sprite?
Us.
We also do grape soda. We drink spritz, just so y'all don't know what that is. All y'all ones with the wine that's tiny in your cup and you don't like any flavor because you look so good. Well, guess what? We like Lambrusca.
Listen, my favorite is Barefoot Moscato or Cavit Moscato.
I like Reuniti Pink Moscato.
Pink Moscato, Reuniti Pink Moscato.
The first time I ever had Moscato was when I went to buy my dress at Olive Garden. It was the first time I ever had Moscato. It was
really?
Yeah, and I had like 5 glasses of it then. And then after
it's
that,
so good. It's so good. I love it. The one Cavit, it's the one they serve it. What, honey, baby?
Don't be an idiot.
Bum. Poo Poo was not an idiot.
No, she's perfect.
We're drinking that with Sprite, so you do a little more wine than Sprite, or you do half and half. If you do less than that, then you're probably underage. You shouldn't be drinking, is what I meant.
Then you're probably underage.
Yeah. So that's what we're drinking, and we're gonna get into. You guys, poo-poo's turning off my bird.
You went, oh shit.
I forgot this shit was on. So my poo-poo, my doper has to eat boiled meat and rice and specific foods and food, whatever. So I
forgot to bring the food for her tonight because every time you ask me to bring something, I forget.
Cheesecake.
She hates me. The cheesecake, something else last weekend. Or where is it? Not the weekend.
For that.
Every day.
All the time.
I'm an awful rememberer.
Awful rememberer. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. I still stay right on that edge and I'll be there all night. I'll lay in my stomach with one leg like hanging off. Even though I'll have room to move over, but I'm just always uncomfortable.
You always
That's all. But I wrap my blanket around my head still. Like
I pressed record when you were talking. We had to pause for a second.
Everyone's gonna be so bored with that.
You guys, we are talking about how we fall asleep in poopy goo. Sleeps like a mannequin doll.
I love it. You just
put your hands out together. Put your hands like Adele and cup it a tiny bit. Bend it forward a little.
Do you remember the Barbie hands with that little blue ring?
Oh my god. The hand was kind of like this.
Yeah, look at we just went like this. I used to bite the fingers off.
You did?
I used to gnaw the fuck out of Barbie doll fingers. Like that.
Really?
And tried to like get the finger out. And then you're like, oh! And it popped off and you're like,
you used to flatten them.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
No, not me.
And then you'd have Barbies like this.
Mine weren't like
all the fingers were gone except for the thumb that was like, so they could no longer drive their Jeep.
You were Sid from Toy Story is what you're telling me.
Kinda.
I'd cut their hair.
Yes, you did. Their fingers were gone, I said, and they could no longer, except for their thumbs, drive the Jeep.
Except for the...
So they'd be like this. Oh, Jessica, come on, jump in, we're going to the beach. You know? Jeff's gonna be there.
Jessica. Why is your Barbie Australian?
I have no idea.
She said, "Hey, Jessica,
jump on in. Scotty's gonna be there. Scott. So this whole conversation started, you guys, because we were talking about my grandpa Chick. Okay, that's my mom. Chick Ghoul.
Grandpa Chick Ghoul.
That's his sound. I said Grandpa Chick Ghoul. He's got his own he was a handsome Sicilian, but he was a funny Sicilian at that. We're talking about why and how or whatever when he went to sleep. He didn't want his head to go forward or side or fall over. So what did he do, Jojo?
He drilled a towel into the wall behind his chair's recliner, and then he would slip it over his forehead when he was ready to relax and watch a movie. So if he fell asleep, his head wouldn't drop. It would just stay back.
That should give you a little bit of background on our family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, so he drilled a towel into the wall and put it on his forehead? That's a great idea.
Listen.
LaFonda.
Maybe nobody should try it. I don't know. Someone's going to be like, that is not safe.
No, because you could actually, like I said, choke.
Then don't do it. You know, my grandpa was fine. That isn't what
he didn't die from that.
That's not what did him in.
It was heartburn.
Pretty much.
It was acid reflux. It was GERD.
Don't listen to you.
GERD. No.
Mother, no. It was his anniversary. 17 years he passed. This 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, on the whole part.
Is that considered a champagne anniversary?
Listen, I almost just blew the patch right off my lip.
Excuse me, Grandpa.
Is that the champagne anniversary?
Grandpa, was that your champagne anniversary?
Wait, that's crazy.
Did Grandpa drink champagne, or did he drank cold beer? And I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I mean, it could have been. It could have been worse. It was probably the cheapest beer in town.
It wasn't Michelob.
I said it was probably the cheapest beer in town.
I don't know. Dad would drink the cheapest beer in town.
Well, Dad said
he used to get all the time. Do you remember?
Oh my
God. Stewart's Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Ale.
Mountain Ale.
He'd
always go, try this to me, and I'd look and I'd go,
it's not good.
It's not that bad. You know what? Some of them aren't that bad though. So I don't know if I just also have Dad's.
Yes,
it's not my go-to. Yeah, if her and I are running low, because Dad always...
You'll grab beers from Dad.
Yeah, because him and Renee, or him and Poop always keep the beer in the back.
That's crazy.
And if we're low, I'll be like, I'll just drink a couple of my...
Listen, how are we so alike and so different?
Oh, did you do it too?
No, I didn't ever do it. How are we so alike and so different?
Either. Yeah, she won't do it either.
I will not fucks with his beer.
I'll drink it if it's there. If I have to. I mean...
I don't... Listen, I'm not a big beer drinker. I'm liquor. And JoJo is beer. She's a liquor girl too, though.
Oh, I like both.
But 80% of the time, it's beer that she drinks.
And this is why it's just more convenient. It's cheaper everywhere you go. It's easier to hold. You don't have to mix.
But then you don't get to enjoy making your cocktails and having drinks.
I actually just had a coconut and root beer, coconut rum and root beer drink. What? 2
days ago? Oh God, that's like a dessert. I'm gonna go buy that.
I had 4 of them.
I bought this Apothic Crush
Sugar-free.
wine. Mm-hmm. What?
Sugar-free root beer.
Yes.
I just needed them to know I'm not just downing.
Well, I mean, I don't condone I need sugar-free.
You said condone phone.
I said it again, yeah. I did it on purpose. We don't condone the don't phone, which is we don't condone if you heard our last episode. Coconut rum is so good with root beer. Yeah, it's very good with pineapple if you want that citrusy, beachy thing, which I'll be doing on vacation in June for my birthday.
That's a fun treat. And I also like it with like like a cherry.
Yeah. With a laugh. Pineapple, a tiny bit of pineapple juice and a tiny bit of cranberry juice.
Cranberry. That's
with
what I was
ice
thinking.
And coconut rum juice. Is vacation. And I was trying to figure out, you know how you have your signature drinks, like especially certain summers, it'll be like all margaritas all summer. Mm-hmm. Well, me, Leslie Gould, and Tina Gould, when we go on vacation, we don't know what we're going to drink. I don't know if it's going to be a coconut rum summer.
Margaritas.
No, I don't know. I think tequila on vacation is not a very smart idea.
For you, it is. You can do what you want.
But I feel like overall the summer's going to be either gin and juice or coconut rum. And
I'm always, if I'm drinking liquor, 90% of the time it's coconut rum.
Yeah, really?
Yes,
I just bought gin. Wait, you don't drink gin and juice?
I do drink gin. No, I love gin.
Oh wait, you drink gin a lot because you always offer me drinks.
But it's because it has the least amount of sugar and stuff. Gin. So when I'm giving a shit about that, I go to gin with the ice waters from Walmart.
Yes.
They're like the sparkling. I drink gin with those. And it's so good.
Because you made me one.
Yeah, they're delicious. Yeah. But when I'm not caring about sugar and stuff, I go coconut rum. And
dude, what I would have never thought was gin.
I love gin.
And fucking literally little bit of pineapple juice and orange juice mixed with gin on ice with like a tiny squeezed lime in it. Yeah. Holy mother of God.
Good. Dad?
Listen, gin and juice, and I would order it like that. When I was down south, I would order my drinks. Can I get a gin and juice? And they would be like, oh.
What would they give you?
Then I'd be like, yeah, gin and juice, please. I'd go, orange juice, pineapple, like, what do you have? And they're like, oh, yeah, pineapple. They thought I was, like, being funny. Here's a question. People don't order fucking gin and juice at bars? I don't understand. It was a college town. Everybody drank.
You know
everything.
What? But
they are young twat waffles. They might not know real drinks.
That's true too. But they probably would need to know what flavor the drink is.
They didn't even look at me like they wanted to ask.
Isn't it cheaper to get beer?
But that's why we drink beer. Taquitos.
Tecate. There was the $2 beers where at the place we danced.
Why do you think we get beer? And I said, yes, we're poor.
No, we're not poor. I'm cheap. If I'm going out, which I'm not, but if I were.
Yeah.
I'm going to get fucked up
first
for the least amount of money possible.
So you go drunk.
You drink before you go. Absolutely. You drink before you go.
Yeah.
And then you stick with beer because when we used to go out, I don't know what it is now, but it was $3 for a beer.
Well, back down south, they were like $3 to $5.
Yeah, I feel like they've always been
like Corona Light in a can was like $3.
Oh, see, even that is too much for. I'm going Michelob or Bud, cheap.
Oh yeah, well, those are more expensive. And
Michelob and Bud Light,
they're like $6.50,
really?
$7.50 beers. Yeah.
Oh, so we are even buying.
Still poor.
It's still cheaper than a $13 cocktail.
A fucking Corona Light or Tecate was $2 to $3. That's the route.
I feel like Kalorna. Wait, we still haven't gone. We're still not.
That's all right. Podcasts.
Okay. I'm already almost down with this one. Too.
So, let me looking around for what's next.
Okay.
Part 2 of Dennis Nilsen.
Mm-hmm. She looked at me like that.
Because I heard.
Yeah, and you were staring like this at me over it.
Stop. Okay. Dennis Nilsen, that horrible serial killer. I said serial killer. Yeah. So, these.
Oh, no.
This is now the confession.
Okay.
So follow me.
I'll follow you deep, baby.
Oh, I was singing follow me. Nice guy. I don't want no fly guy. I just want a shy guy.
The one that goes
That's what I want, babe. You know what I want, babe.
Yeah. I love that song.
Yeah.
I forgot about that song.
Yeah. Confession.
Keep going.
I said the confession.
This
It's how we
my
do
confession.
it.
That's what I was singing.
This is my confession. Don't want to do the good.
The chick on the side and she got one on the way.
This confession. Where'd you
Did you ever
I don't
notice
know what
that?
to do.
I guess I'm gonna keep on telling this girl.
Oh, we could probably go for hours off of each song going into another one.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun
Oh,
thing
that's
to
a
do.
game.
Tina Gould, put it down.
I'm gonna write "go off a song from another song" game.
Yes.
Song after song.
It's called "Song After Song,"
That's what it is.
and then I'll write the
The
directions.
Havoc
game's
Mead.
called
Oh my gosh! I don't
Song
listen.
After Song.
What I'm writing
Shauna
right now.
after song.
This doesn't look like my handwriting. Let's talk about Dennis.
Sanga. So, that song. So, in an interview conducted on February 10th, Nilsen confessed there were further human remains stowed in a chest. I mean, he called it the tea chest. In his the tea, like teen trinkets, the tea chest in his living room, with other parts of remains that were inside an overturned or upturned, in an upturned drawer in his bathroom. His bathroom. The dismembered body parts were the bodies of 3 men, all of whom he had killed by choking, strangulation. He used a tie. Like I said, remember last time I called it something else? I said choked him with a tire. I think it was a tire.
Why did I almost say bolo tie?
Choked him usually with a necktie. One victim he could not name, obviously, and another he knew only as John the Guardsman, in quotes, John the Guardsman. And the third he identified as Stephen Sinclair, that he had killed 12 or 13 men at his last address, the 195 Melrose Avenue. Nilsen also admitted to having unsuccessfully tried to kill approximately 7 other people.
Yes.
Who had either escaped or on one occasion were at the brink of death but had been brought back to life and allowed to leave his residence. So unless those were the people that were unsuccessful.
Right.
So Dennis was adamant that he was uncertain as to why he had killed people. He didn't understand. He just said in quotes, "I'm hoping you will tell me." So right? Bitch, you tell me.
That's wild.
Yeah. So they asked, what his motives for the murders were. And he was adamant that the decision to kill was not made really until right before he decided to kill them.
That's so wild.
Yeah. So,
do you believe it?
Is he a believer?
Do you believe him? Like that he didn't go out being like, I'm looking for someone tonight.
No, I think he's a serial killer and he knew what his goals were.
Right. It just seems like.
Yeah. Maybe there was one night where he's like, well, I'm going to go get Doritos. Oh, never mind. I think I want to kill. Okay. Maybe that night.
Oh, never mind. I think I want to kill.
Like it's my turn. I'm going to do this. Like, I think he's a piece of dung. And I think.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a bad guy.
He probably did a little bit of both, but.
He's a devil.
He's the devil. He is one of them. Devils are everywhere. I know. My nose is stuffy.
She went.
Okay, so he said he didn't do it right until before. So most of the victims had died by being strangled, like I said. But on other occasions, he would drown the victims too. Once they've been strangled into unconsciousness, sometimes he would wait then and then drown them. So that's crazy.
That's wild.
Once the victim had been killed, he typically would wash him. Put him in the freaking body, or put him in the bath, and wash them. Shave any hair from the torso.
Why?
To conform it to his physical ideal of like what he wants them to look like.
That's weird as fuck.
He would sometimes put makeup on to cover blemishes and shit on the skin, which is also disgusting.
Like he wanted him to have spotless skin.
Yeah, like put makeup on pimply. Like
that's
weird. That shit. Yeah. The body was sometimes or usually dressed in underpants, socks, and then Nilsen would drape the victims around him, like lay him all around him. Yep, and he would talk to them. So
that's like creepy nightmare-y shit.
Yeah, it really is.
Ugh.
So most of the victims, trigger. Nilsen would masturbate on as he stood alongside or knelt above the body. Yeah, he's gross. Nilsen confessed to having occasionally engaged in intercrural sex with his victims' bodies. But he repeatedly speaks to indistinction between gender, sex, and sexuality. Okay, let's see. The intercrural.
Okay.
Crural. Voice kink collars, exhibition, voyeurism, overstimulation, edge play, body worship, biting, foursomes, mirror sex. I guess that might be what that stuff is.
So just like
Crazy shit.
like kinky sex? Is that what?
Voice kink,
Yeah.
collars, using like overstimulation, edge play, body worshiping, biting.
So he'd do this with the dead bodies.
Sophie.
I
said Sophie. Nilsen masturbated, but repeatedly stressed to investigator. Oh, okay. Nilsen confessed to having occasional engaged in intercrural sex with his victims. Yes.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's psycho.
Yeah, he's... But repeatedly stressed to investigators that he had never actually penetrated any of his victims. So he explained that his victims were, in quotes, his quote, too perfect and beautiful for the pathetic ritual of commonplace sex.
This guy is so fucked up. He's gonna murder him, do all this shit, and be like, but I did not. I respected them too much for penetration.
They're so much better than you common people in the commonplace sex.
Yeah, like what are you talking? You murdered them.
Yeah, you're naughty.
You psycho. I'm pissed.
All of the victims' personal possessions were destroyed following the ritual of washing the bodies or bathing them to obliterate their identity prior to their murders, and they're now becoming what Nilsen describes as a prop in his, creepy thoughts and fantasies. So in several instances, he talked to the victim's bodies.
So weird.
Yeah. He would put them in a chair, or prone, seated him in a chair on his bed, creepy. I don't know. And he recalled being emotional as he marveled, is the word they used, at the beauty of their bodies. With referencing one victim who was called, you guys know, Kenneth Okaden. He noted that Okaden's, in quotes, body and skin were very beautiful. So he also said, it almost brought me to tears. He's so disgusting.
Weird.
Yeah, you killed him, dude.
What a psycho.
Another unidentified victim had been so emaciated, that he had simply been discarded under the floorboards.
Oh, you didn't want to look at him because he was too skinny, but you still killed him?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. The bodies of the victims killed at the previous address were kept for as long as the decomposition would let him.
Ugh.
Upon noting any major signs of decomp in a body, Nilsen stowed it beneath the floorboards. I'm sorry, I really want to always say beneath the floorboards.
The floorboards.
Because it just is so If a body did not display any signs of decomp, he occasionally alternately stowed in beneath the floorboards and retrieved it. Before and again, back and forth, and masturbating as he stood alongside of the body. So when I said earlier he did it on the body, that was an inaccurate thing. My bad. He did not do it on the bodies. He had too much respect. So makeup, again, would be put on the bodies to cover any blemishes, which if they're rotting.
I mean, yeah. It's not going to look good.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Ugh.
So when questioned as to why they found the heads of Cranley, or why the heads found at Cranley Gardens had been subjected to some type of moist heat.
Oh, no.
Speaking of heat, how's my beef? Did you just turn it off? It's been turned off. Good. All right, good. It's done. It's done.
She said, what did you just say? Speaking of moist meat?
I gotta cut that all out. I said, speaking
of moist meat, did you turn off my beef?
No. I said subjected to moist heat.
Oh,
and then
speaking of moist heat.
Speaking of moist heat.
Wait, that's fucking
That's
so funny.
bad.
Why?
Take all that out. People are going to be like, you're so insensitive.
You're so insensitive. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Do. So, okay.
I forgot we were recording. Keep going.
So did I, actually. So, they wanted to know why the heads that were found at Cranley Gardens was subjected to moist heat.
Mm-hmm.
Nilsen stated that he had frequently boiled the heads and the victims in a large cooking pot on his stove so that internal contents evaporated, thus removing the need to dispose of the brain and the flesh. The torso and limbs of the 3 victims killed at this address were dissected within 1 week of their murder before being wrapped in plastic bags and stowed in the 3 locations that he had indicated to the cops or the police officers.
So wild.
Yeah. So the internal organs and smaller bones that he flushed down the toilet. Remember all that shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this practice, which had led to his arrest, doing that shit, had been only a method he could consider to dispose of these internal organs and soft tissues as, unlike where he was before Melrose Ave, he had no exclusive use of the garden or, of the property at all. So he tried to take some advantage of that.
This guy's so gross. I hate him.
Right? At Melrose Avenue, Nilsen typically retained the victims' bodies for a much longer period before disposing of the remains, like we said in the last episode. He kept 3 or 4 bodies stowed beneath the floorboards before he dissected the remains, which he could wrap inside the plastic bags and either return under the floorboards, or in 2 instances he placed them inside suitcases, which had been left at the property by a previous tenant. The remains stowed inside the suitcases, those of Okeden and Duffy, were placed.
Not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the way you said it. No, I'm laughing
and
at
Duffy.
You. I'm not laughing at this terrible story.
Just my face.
You said and Duffy. Like so intense.
Were placed inside a shed in the rear garden and were disposed of upon the second bonfire that Nilsen had. That was at the Melrose Ave. Other dissected parts or remains, minus the internal organs, were returned beneath the floorboards or placed upon a bonfire that he had constructed in the garden. So Nilsen confirmed that on 4 occasions he had removed the accumulated bodies. He took them from the floorboards, dissected the remains, like I said, and on 3 of these occasions he had then disposed of the accumulated remains.
I couldn't even guess what you were trying to say.
Accumulated remains upon an assembled bonfire. On more than one occasion, he had removed the internal organs. We already said all this. This is different wording too. So all of the bodies of the victims killed at Melrose Avenue were dismembered after several weeks or months. Interment beneath the floorboards.
Interment beneath the floorboards. You said floorbirds.
I did. Interment beneath the floorboards.
Floorbirds.
Okay. Nilsen recalled that the putrefaction of these victims' bodies made this task exceedingly vile. I think he meant like really fucking gross and bad. He recalled having to fortify his nerves with whiskey.
Oh God! And he must have been so nervous. Asshole.
He grabbed handfuls of salts with which to brush aside the maggots.
Ew. Oh God!
Is he writing a novel?
I don't like maggots. He likes to hear himself talk.
Excuse me, Dennis. I almost said Rodman.
I keep thinking Raider. BTK.
Fuck Dennis Rader.
I know.
Fuck BTK.
This isn't about him.
Wait, this is not about you. And I'm not even gonna tell. I'm gonna say your name. I'm not gonna say BTK because that's what you wanted the whole fucking time. Oh. He just wanted to be known as a. No, you're Dennis. So you're the dork ball Dennis. You'll always be. You're probably gonna get mad.
Who?
He is serving 10 consecutive life sentences in Kansas State. That's right.
He's not dead.
He ain't dead yet. Oh. You ain't dead. He's probably mad. Well, we talking about you, Dennis and Menace. We talking about you, Dennis, daddy dork. So anyways. So the putrefaction of these bodies made this so hard for him. So he drank whiskey and rubbed the maggots with salt.
Made himself feel bad. He's like, oh, look how sad this is for me.
Wrong. Yeah, no. He voted. I said he vomited as he dissected the bodies before wrapping them again in these limbs inside these plastic bags and carrying their remains to the bonfire. So he's a dick. Nonetheless, immediately prior to his dissecting of these people and these bodies and these horrible, sad things, he would masturbate as he knelt or sat alongside of them.
This guy, I hope he got sentenced to death.
He would also do symbolic gestures of saying goodbye to his victims because he's a scumbag.
Oh my God.
You're a scumbag. I'm gonna punch you. We're gonna punch your face because we don't condone pwn these things.
He's gonna don't pwn. He's gonna punch you.
Funch means effing punch. In case you guys hear it, Poopy always wants to funch me. She wants to fight me. Fight Club birthday, June.
I gotta tell you where we actually got funched.
Wait.
Off
We
air.
have 20 seconds.
It's off air.
We're getting a drink anyways. Actually, it's right here. We're going to fill our cups and we'll be right back. And she's going to tell me about a funch fight. See ya soon. Ooh. We're back.
I was smelling boards with a D.
We finished this bottle. We finished it. Oh God. So okay.
No.
So no, Ron.
No.
So he was asked if he had any remorse for the crimes that he committed. He
what?
committed
You said the crimes that he committed.
the crimes that he committed.
Okay.
He said, "I wish I could have stopped, but I couldn't. I had no other thrill or happiness." So he also said, and he emphasized that he did not take pleasure from the act of killing, but, in quotes, worshipped the art and the act of death.
Oh, what a great guy. He didn't, you know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to
what
say?
A great guy.
Oh, you didn't like the act of doing it, but I kept doing it.
Guess what? The art of death is beautiful,
psycho.
though.
What does that even mean, you fucking psycho? That means you enjoyed what you were doing.
Yeah, like, do you go watch people die because it's beautiful, or do you just make them die, sir? I have evidence that says you make them.
I have evidence that you make them die.
And you obviously like to, so you're a liar. And the shit you did with that spread eagle shit above you was gross, too. Yeah. So the formal charges on February 11th, 1983, he was officially charged with the murder of Stephen Sinclair. He was transferred to HMP Brixton to be held on until why the fuck? To be held until his trial. Because I held on remand until his trial. But I was like,
oh, I see. It's a tongue twister.
Yeah. So we're just going to say held until his trial.
I would have said held and remained because that's what that looked.
I said unarmed or unramed.
Unrimmed. Is that perverted?
Yeah, I think rimmed is perverted. Right?
Is it perverted?
Rim job.
What's a rim job?
What's that? Oh.
Rum tray.
Butthole? Is it butthole pleasures? Is that what it is?
Rim.
Is that what it is? Oh,
butthole? We don't know, you guys. Rim it.
I think that's what it is.
Rump ribbit is what one of my buddies would say. Oh, my. Listen, if you guys love things from now on, you have to say, my love it. I'm not going to tell you why because I can't technically. But if you love something, be like, my love it. My love it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a BFF tattoo with L. I said it illegal. Speaking of you guys, we're going to have this is what's coming. So we're going to have another sister sleepover bonus episode with Tina. Then we're going to have bonus episode on meanings of dreams, what they could mean, good and bad.
I should start writing mine down. I've had some wild ones.
We're going to bring back up some shadow people, Hatman type scenarios.
Really?
Or I think he's got a story he wants to tell. Or he's got a story he wants to tell. I never really asked him, so I got to just double check. If I do, I'll take this part out.
Okay.
So E. Ghoul and Leslie Ghoul are going to come here and record with Poopy Ghoul, JoJo Ghoul, myself. So it will be more of JoJo and, I'm sorry, Poopy Ghoul has to share a mic for that one.
I share everything with Poop.
Even the underpants.
Even us. No, I wouldn't fit hers.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
She's got butt cheese.
No,
I mean butt juice. I mean butt juice.
You got a fat ass.
Little fat ass. Listen, Kayla, that I went to when she came back from college, she laughed so hard. It was years ago, and I hope I don't get her in trouble because it was so funny at one of my sleepovers I had with Gabby, Bella Ghoul, and then her, and then even our little cousin, whatever. I don't know, D Ghoul, and we were talking about gross things, and I believe Bella said butt cheese or something, and we were like, oh, gross. Kayla comes out of nowhere with, no, what's gross is butt juice. No. And that was it. No. Butt juice is way grosser than butt cheese. I don't know why. Butt cheese is gross.
Both of the things that you're saying to me right now are almost making me mad. I'm going to throw up thinking about all... That scared me.
What?
I thought I had a scrunchie in my hair. It is a claw clip. I reached back to fix my ponytail.
Yeah, but did you hear this? We're gonna listen back, and you're gonna hear.
Scary. Okay,
so
that's gross.
So
I'm not actually mad at you though. It's a joke. I don't like anything I mean.
So, according to Nilsen, upon being transferred to the Brixton prison to, have to wait for his trial date, his mood, they said, was one of the resignations and relief, with his belief being that he would be viewed in accordance with law and as innocent until proven guilty. Bro, you have dead bodies on your property.
Yeah, like what's that?
You also said what you said about being the one that did it. You confessed.
So he
confessed. How are you going to be? I don't know. Innocent until proven guilty.
He's probably, you know what? I guarantee he was trying to be like, oh, I'm going to get
mental illness.
Yeah. Bet ya.
Yeah. So he was objected to wearing a prison uniform while on remand. So that is what that is.
Well, yeah.
So in protest at having to wear that,
oh God,
he or what he interpreted to be breaches of the prison rules. Nilsen threatened to protest against his remand conditions by refusing to wear any clothes at all. I'm shocked. As a result of this threat, he was not allowed to leave his cell. You're bare ass, Dennis.
I think he's just a pig.
You're bared ass.
He's a psycho pig.
He's a psycho pig, not path. Psycho pig, not path. Don't write that down because you'll probably misspell it.
I can spell psycho. P-S-Y. Don't mouth it with me. C-H-O.
Yes.
You know why? I have a book called Pretty Little Psycho, and when I have to, I was typing it into Audible because I hoped they'd have it, and it corrected me.
I missed my foot.
Stop it. You're dancing.
Psycho. Psycho P-S by Psycho.
You just sounded like a AI.
Like a recording thing?
Yeah, like
a... ABC. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, August 1st, Nilsen threw the contents of his chamber pot out of his cell, which is shit and urine, and it hit several prison officers. So I would have probably done something bad and beat the F right out of them. So.
Yeah. No, that's not a job for me.
It's illegal.
It's not a job for us.
Nope, it really isn't. Nope. So this incident resulted in Dennis being found guilty. Well, that's not why.
he threw shit on him, so they found him guilty for murder.
Oh, yes. The incident resulted in Nilsen being found guilty on August 9th of assaulting prisoner officers.
That makes sense.
So, and he ended up spending 56 days in solitary confinement. I thought that was I missed,
you're so
I
because
didn't put
he
a paragraph.
Yeah, because he threw shit
on them. He threw shit all over the
several
prison cops.
7 of them.
The offices.
7?
Several. I don't know how many. Probably 6.
Probably 6. I love you just pulled that out of your ass. Probably 6 of them though.
So on May 26th, Nilsen. I was trying to go through this whole episode not saying Nilsen. I don't know why I'm saying it though.
Because it's funny. I can't spell.
It's not why I'm saying it.
So, no, but it's just so easy to say Nilsen.
Nilsen. So
I got that written down too.
I go, it's funny.
Nilsen.
So Nilsen was committed to stand trial on Old Bailey on 5 counts of murder, at the Old Bailey on 5 counts of murder, and 2 attempts of murder. A 6th murder charge was later added. Throughout this whole hearing, he was represented by a solicitor named Ronald Moss, who he had previously dismissed at his legal representation. He complained to the magistrate that he's paying too much. There's afford no facilities with no count to he has no story, nothing to defend him. So he's got this lawyer and he's paying all this money to, and it's stupid.
Yeah,
I'm not getting my money's worth.
What does he think these people get magic? I mean, they can't make it not have happened.
No, they can't make his confession go away.
Yeah,
and the bodies
or the bodies in his drains,
stupid hole
and house.
I didn't mean that. You guys, I took that out. You didn't hear it, but it was funny.
No.
50. Ron! Oh, you got a pen. Moss.
I keep breaking your things. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I ran out of them. I got to buy you a new pen.
Shake it. No, because look. I've got this pen too. Yeah. You just realized the Snickers, there's Milky Ways, there's chocolate, creamy chocolate hearts. If you get those out, I'll eat it. If you get any of them out, I'll eat them. So, Moss was... Ooh.
Yeah.
Ron!
No.
Moss... Moss was to remain his legal representative until July 1983, when Nilsen... I bipped the chocolate. When Nilsen again, expressing his intention to defend himself, let him go again until August 5th, when Nilsen once again appointed Moss. So, I couldn't swallow the chocolate, you guys. I was like,
she smashed it so hard.
So, initially, Dennis intended to plead guilty to each of these charges for murder at the upcoming trial. With Nilsen's full consent, Moss had fully prepared his defense. 5 weeks before this trial, he again dismissed Moss.
Shut up.
You a dick. And he opted instead to be represented by Ralph Haines. Haines?
Okay, yeah.
Upon whose advice Nilsen agreed.
It was me. Sorry.
Oh my God. Nilsen agreed to plead not guilty by diminished responsibility. I hate you, Nilsen.
Oh my God, this guy's such an
I don't
asshole.
like you very much.
No, I
think you kind of mean.
I want to fund him.
So Nilsen was brought to trial on October 24th, 1983. He was charged with six counts. Oh, did I say 66? 6 counts of murder and 2 of attempted murder. He was tried at the Old Bailey before Mr. Justice Crum Johnson. That's a crazy name. Mr. Justice Crum Johnson. And he pleaded not guilty on all charges. The primary argument between the prosecution and the defense counsel was not whether he had actually killed those victims, which you murdered them, but what was his state of mind like before and during these murders or killings.
It was a murder.
I mean, what
torturing.
Yeah. Scary, screaming blood. Like, what do you mean?
Scary, screaming blood. Scary, screaming blood. You're wild.
So, the prosecuting counsel, Alan Green QC, argued that Nilsen was totally sane. He was in full, absolute control of his actions, and that he had premeditated all of these murders.
Absolutely.
So the defense counsel, Ivan Lawrence QC, argued that Nilsen suffered from diminished responsibility, making him incapable of forming any type of intention to commit murders or killings, and should therefore be convicted only of manslaughter.
Oh, my fat, huge dick. He murdered, what was it, 7 men?
Shit. 6, 7, 13, 14.
Yeah. Manslaughter.
He was charged for those ones, but there was ones that were not. Yeah, that they never found, whatever. It's
no, but I mean, that's what I mean, though. Like, I think you're getting manslaughter. Yeah,
he wasn't forming the intention to commit murder.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, what was he forming, sir? I don't understand.
Right, but like, yeah.
Oh, Ron.
No. I'm so mad.
So, following the closing arguments of both of the prosecution and the defense, the jury retired to consider their verdict on November 3rd, 1983. The following day, the jury returned with a majority verdict of guilty upon 6 counts of murder and 1 of attempted murder, with a unanimous verdict of guilty in relation to the attempted murder of Nobbs. Good. So, Crum Johnson sentenced Dennis Nilsen to life imprisonment with a recommendation that he serves a minimum of 25 years.
Good.
So,
minimum 25 years.
That's what I was about to say. You get a fucking life sentence, but you're like, well, you have to be in here for 25 years.
Yeah, but you can parole out possibly.
If you do your laundry and praise the Lord Jesus Christ, your Savior.
If you do your laundry and praise the Lord. What?
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
This is a Christmas tree. This is from Christmas.
Yeah, they're way better than regular ones because it's a Christmas tree.
Well, from Christmas.
But it tastes better, even still.
Nobody can hear that. Let's go. Keep going.
Peanut butter cup. Following. I went following, and you went.
It's going down hard.
Okay. Following his conviction, Dennis Nilsen was transferred to HMP Woodworm Scrubs to begin his sentence. As a Category A prisoner, he was assigned his own cell, and he could mix freely with other inmates. So,
is that? I don't know if that's a good idea.
He did not lodge an appeal, accepting that the Crown's case that he had the capacity to control his actions and that he could, or that he had killed with premeditation was essentially correct. So I think I get that. You guys figured out yourself.
I think I'm a little confused, but I got it at the same time.
He further elaborated on the day of his conviction that he took an enormous thrill from the, in quotes, social seduction, that getting the, in quotes, friend back, the decision to kill, the body and its disposal. He's disgusting. Nilsen also claimed drunkenness, that he was just drunk, with the sole reason at least 2 of his attempted murders were unsuccessful. So you're an idiot.
My ass, because I've been drunk so many times, never once have I been like, tonight would be a night to do
murder somebody.
Murder.
Yeah, liar.
Not once has that even been close to my mind when I was drunk. No, half the time I'm thinking about McDonald's or Taco Bell.
Oh my God. Oh, God. God.
No.
Every episode. Every fucking episode. And then the dog does this. Hi, my boy.
You sounded just like him when you yelled. Didn't you?
Why?
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Opie, what happened?
In December of 1983, Nilsen was cut on the face and chest with a razor blade. Razor blades!
Rise up light.
Say rise up light. You guys, like rise up light. Say that fast. Fast. Say that fast.
Rise up light.
Rise up light.
See, I feel like I'm still saying
rise up light.
I feel like I'm saying razor blade with an Australian accent.
Oh yeah, you sound like you're saying rise up light.
I already forgot what you said. Flash. Never mind. I'm writing fails.
Oh God, rise up light by an inmate named Albert Moffat. Moffat.
Well, good.
Albert Moffat. Is anybody baking cookies?
Ooh, Mom did, and I forgot to get some from her.
Resulting in injuries requiring.
You just say requiring.
I couldn't get it out.
How would you even spell
I said.
Recry.
I said. Albert Moffat, resulting in injuries requiring.
Well, that's how I'd spell requiring.
Just with an R after the Q.
That's exactly what he did.
He did require.
Require.
So injuries requiring 89 stitches. So after he was briefly transferred to Parkhurst HMP, before being transferred to HMP Wakefield, where he then remained until you're fine. Where he remained until 1990.
You said from 1990 to 1990.
In 1991, Nilsen was transferred to a vulnerable prisoner unit at HMP Full Sutton upon concerns for his safety. He remained there until 1993, when he was transferred to HMP Whitmore, again as a Category A prisoner. The fuck? And with increased segregation from other inmates.
Wow.
So the minimum term of 25 years imprisonment to which Nilsen was sentenced, and this was in 1983, was replaced by a whole life tariff by Home Security.
Oh, good.
Yeah. In December 1994. This ruling effectively ensured that Dennis Nilsen would never be released from prison.
Good.
A punishment which he accepted and declined to appeal against. Okay. So
Psycho.
I know. In 2003, Dennis was again transferred to HMP Fulton, where he remained incarcerated as a Category A prisoner. In the prison workshop, he translated books into Braille. He spent much of his free time reading and writing. He was allowed to paint and compose some music upon keyboards. He also exchanged letters with numerous people who saw his correspondence. So Nilsen remained at the Full Sutton until his death, which was May 12th, 2018.
No shit.
It's crazy, right? He was taken from HMP Full Sutton to York Hospital, and after complaining about having severe stomach pains, he was found to have ruptured abdominal aortic aneurysm, which was repaired, although he subsequently suffered a blood clot as a complication of the surgery. Nilsen died on May 12th, obviously. A subsequent post-mortem
Yeah.
Mortem. Subsequent post-mortem examination revealed that the immediate cause of Nilsen's death was a pulmonary embolism and retroperitoneal hemorrhage, which is, I mean, I don't want to say I don't care about death, but when people are pieces of shit and that kill people, I don't have anything to say. I don't really.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That happened to him. All right.
Came back to you by Nilsen's body was then cremated in June 2018. So this was held with only 5 mourners, people that were sad there.
Who?
I don't know, including 3 prison officers. So there's only 2 others, I guess.
Jeez.
And the individual with whom Nilsen had corresponded a while in prison with. So there was 0 family members at all at the service. In line with Ministry of Justice Police, HMP Full Sutton paid, I'm not sure how much that is. I think it's UK 3,323 toward the cost of his funeral. Pounds. His ashes were later handed to his family. So, December 1978, here are some of the victims. Stephen Dean Holmes, 14.
Wow.
Yep. I mean, I'll say it. Last seen on his way home from a rock concert, Holmes entered Nilsen in the Cricklewood Arms on the evening of the 29th of December before accepting an offer to drink alcohol with him at the Melrose Avenue. The following morning, Nilsen strangled Holmes with a necktie. He was unconscious before drowning him in a bucket of water. So these we already recapped.
It's so terrible.
So I'm not going to go into like crazy detail, but it was Stephen Dean Holmes, 14, December 30th, but he was followed on the 29th. So December 3rd, 1979, Kenneth James Okeden, he was the Canadian student, Canadian student on tour of the UK, and they went to the pub and all of that. Yeah. So that was the one with the headphone wires.
Sad.
Yeah. 1980, May 17th, Martin Brandon Duffy, 16. He was a runaway. He was the one from Birkenhead. Too sad. 2 days later, Duffy's body was placed beneath the floorboards. I know. So this is all the same year. So just let me repeat this year. I went too high up. I believe it's 1980.
You said, let me just repeat this year.
August 20th. 1980, William David Sutherland, 26 years old, father of one original from Edinburgh, who occasionally worked as a male prostitute. I wish they would I don't want to say I wish they would leave shit like that out. He worked as a prostitute. Like,
I know. Why does it matter? Doesn't matter.
I know. It's just so stupid. So September that year, not a specific date, unidentified. I feel like there was more names, so let me just make sure.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I just kept going. Okay, so 4, whatever. September, unidentified. All that Nilsen could remember about his 5th victim was that he was a tall Irish laborer with rough hands who wore an old suit jacket and shoes. He estimated his height to be 5'9", or like 5'10", and his age between 27 and 30. Great. October.
So sad.
Yeah. Unidentified. Nilsen's 6th victim was described by his murderer as a slender male prostitute, approximately 5 to 10 or 5'10" feet. I said 5 to 10 feet.
Yeah, you did.
In height. He was between 20 and 30, Filipino or Mexican descent. To Nilsen, this victim had gypsy-like features. So, yeah. Yep, that was when he was Nilsen met this victim when he was in the army. Okay. So November that year as well, unidentified. This victim was described by Nilsen as being an English vagrant in his 20s, who he encountered sleeping in a doorway at the top of Charing Cross Road. He was emaciated with a pale complexion and several missing teeth. So, yeah.
So, it's just like, instead of helping him out with some money, he's like, so I'll kill him.
And what's sad is Nilsen later, after he had strangled him, stated that he believed that this victim's life had been, in quotes, one of a long suffering, and that the act of killing this victim had been as easy as taking candy from a baby.
That's insane.
Yeah, dick.
What a psycho.
Yep. November to December, unidentified. The last victim to be killed by Nilsen in 1980 was an English long-haired hippie aged between 25 and 30, whom he'd met in West End after the pubs had closed during that November or December 1980. So this one remained beneath the floorboards at the flat until he removed the corpses. Yeah, he was there for a while.
So wild.
January 4th, 1981, another unidentified, the ninth victim, was described by Nilsen as an 18-year-old blue-eyed Scot with blonde hair, and he wore green track top and trainers. So that was, I believe, in Soho. Yeah, that was. Let's see. February 1981, unidentified, murdered sometime in February 1981. Nilsen recalled Nilsen recalled little about this victim other than the fact that he was originally from Belfast, was slim, dark-haired, aged in his 20s, and approximately 5'9" tall. So there's that. April, unidentified, Nilsen encountered his 11th victim, a muscular young English skinhead, aged approximately 20, at a food stall, Leicester Square. Leicester Square in April 1981. He was lured to Nilsen's home with promise of meal and alcohol. So, yeah, and it says skinhead. I'm just reading it.
He probably was one.
So, the final victim, September 18, 1981, Malcolm Stanley Barlow, 23. This final victim was murdered at the Melrose Avenue. Barlow was an epileptic orphan originally from Sheffield, who had spent much of his life in care homes. Oh, I'm so annoyed at that.
That's sad.
Body was stowed in the kitchen cupboard as Nilsen had no further room beneath the floorboards. Remember that one?
Yeah.
So now we're in 1982. That was last of that year murder. So March 1982. John Peter Howlett, 23, originally from High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire. I said Buckinghamshire.
It sounded
it's
right.
It's Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire?
I don't think it's Buckinghamshire.
It was Buckingham Palace.
Okay, Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, it's Buckingham.
Shut up, I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Howlett was known to Nilsen as John the Guardsman. That's that one. He was the first victim to be murdered at the Cranley Gardens. The Cranley Gardens. September 1982. Archibald Graham Allen. Graham. I said Archibald Graham.
It's just Graham.
Oh my God. Archibald Graham Allen. 27. Allen was 27 years old, father of one, originally from Motherwell, North Lanarkshire, whom Nilsen encountered in Shaftesbury Avenue as Allen attempted to hail a taxi. This was September 82. That's sad. 1983, January 26, Stephen Neal Sinclair, 20, Nilsen's actual final victim. Sinclair was originally from Perth. At the time he encountered Nilsen, he was a heroin addict who suffered from the habit of self-harming. So Nilsen encountered him on Oxford Street. He first brought the young man to a Hamburg place before suggesting that Sinclair accompany him at the Cranley Gardens. Jeez. We know that Sinclair's lower torso and legs were stowed beneath Nilsen's bathtub. That was the head was what? T-chest. The head and upper torso and arms of Sinclair was stowed in the T-chest. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, whoa. I'm joking. A second. Help me, I'm choking on chocolate. So, T-chest. We was talking about the T-chest. Wiki. Actually, I read it from bottom up. Like, that's what
every time you read it
Wales
from
Online, the BIIE.
What? This is biography.
Biography.com.
She's had to be
Wikipedia,
crazy.
biography, and Wales Online, you guys. Dennis Nilsen.
Wait.
Oh, I just closed the wrong thing. It's still okay.
No.
Right there. So
it's right there.
So that's that.
He's an awful bad guy.
He's an awful bad guy. I'm thinking of Pet
Awful
Cemetery.
good time. Me too.
Stop.
On your life.
I was gonna go. We had an awful good time.
Me too.
First I play with mommy, then I play with Judd. Now I want to play with you.
Yes.
Do you guys know what that is?
You already said it.
Oh, I did? Fuck! Pet Cemetery, shithole.
I swear, though, that I was about to say, we had an awful good time from that. That's exactly what popped into my head.
This was an awful good time. He's an awful person. That's what we were saying. Oh! Oh, God!
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
So, you can find us on Facebook, Sinister Ghouls Twisted Sister Group. Don't forget, Sinister Ghouls / at an angle. We are on X, same thing, Sinister Ghouls / at an angle, Twisted Sisters. We are on Instagram at Sinister Ghouls Podcast. Just join that shit up. Email sinisterghoul23 at gmail.com. Any stories, topics you want to hear, anything you want to say, really just don't be mean.
Scary stories.
Yes. Yeah. So you can do that. We are on Spotify, Pandora, I believe Google Music still, or Google Pod still. I think it's still going. Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, which I think they're getting rid of. Also, Radio Public.
Really?
I think I have to relook again.
How come, I wonder?
Everybody's so dumb.
That was great.
Kind of.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are dumb.
Oh no.
No, you guys. So I'm right there putting our stuff on YouTube music.
Yeah.
I just have to figure out how to identify who I am and do all that shit. So I had to go through that process.
There's more to do on
48 hours, blah blah blah. But that's the goal.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so there's listener support through Spotify for podcasters. And Spotify for podcasters, listener support.
Yeah.
You can follow the link, 99 cents, $4.99, $9.99. We are also now doing, if you want to support the podcast, at my Venmo, our Venmo. It is, what did she just say?
Cans and bottles.
Capital S space GHOULI, capital G, that's Ghoulie, space, capital GONZO.
Yep.
And it is at capital GHOULI23 at Ghoulie23. So you can send money if you want to support the podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys think. But that's not our goal. Our goal is just to have fun with you. So boondoggles.
Wait, that would be so cool to sell boondoggles.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
No.
You asked. I knew you didn't know what I was talking about. Like keychains, but used to make them like summer camp and shit. The boondoggles. Napoleon Dynamite. Deb, she sells boondoggles.
Oh, those little twisty things? Okay.
Boondoggles.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Boondoggles.
Wouldn't that be so funny? I'd buy a boondoggle.
Boondoggle.
Suck it. That's what I say to Duty.
Ziggy zow. Ziggy zow. Sorry.
My brain. Did you see it have a complete
meltdown?
Because
mine melted down and I destroyed yours. Oh, ziggy zow. She said it and I was like this. Ziggy.
Whatever just happened, we turned into like broken robots.
See, maybe we're what do they say?
AI.
Yeah, like look at her eye.
Well, think about it. You just did that. Second. When I said as you're doing it, I was like this, honey. I'm looking at her like this.
Yeah, and you're like, my brain. I
don't know what just happened.
Oh my god. Okay, you guys, we have to read this thing. So, this is our little calendar of frights. We didn't do them the last couple weeks. We forgot.
We'll do them when we remember.
Yeah, we remember today.
Remember.
Okay, we're witches.
Okay.
We're brujas. Non-linear sounds in horror films. The human brain has a natural aversion to certain sounds. Sound designers for horror movies make us of this fact to create fear. Sounds that lie outside the range of what like a musical instrument or animal's vocal cords can make are called non-linear sounds.
Yep.
Sorry, I said linear.
I knew what you meant.
So, with that being said, these can also be created by abruptly changing the frequency of acoustic instruments. The next time you watch a scary film, pay very close attention to which noise evokes emotion for you.
Oh, banging. Like boom, like
yes,
running,
and
running
you can feel it like the
upstairs.
bass of the run.
I don't like
that.
that.
And remember that a professional is doing their best to scare the shit out of you.
They don't do it too often for me.
No,
scared, but it happens.
It really said best to terrify you, but I added shit.
Terrify the shit.
Terrify the shit out of you.
That's really scary looking.
So, ghost dog exercises.
Oh, it's a dog. Okay, not what I saw.
Do you want to read this one?
This just in, the exciting story of the ghost dog exorcising a demonic spirit. Who's a good dead boy? When a family of 4 were being regularly spooked in their Lancashire, UK home, there wasn't much they could do. The ghost of an old man had appeared at the foot of one of the children's bed while they slept. Everyone in the family had
Whoa!
Everyone in the family had received scratches by unseen malevolent forces that they described as demonic. Then, to top it all off, their beloved pet dog Muttley died, and it wasn't long. And oh, misprint.
It was a misprint.
Okay, I can't break character for too long. Then, to top it all off, their beloved dog Muttley died, and it wasn't long before a new ghost arrived in the home. Suddenly, the family began to see orbs around Muttley's favorite spots in the house, and sometimes they could even smell his wet fur.
Oh. Whoa.
Pictures taken of the family around this time seemed to show the ghostly figure of Muttley walking around them as though he had never left at all. But they didn't seem to be scared, since the spirit of their 4-legged friend arrived to keep an eye on them. The family said that all the other ghosts in the home have fled.
All the ghosts in the house.
That one was a fucking strug for me.
You did good. You did better than that one time you restarted 7 fucking times.
No, I think my eyes are crossed.
Oh,
I must have fell out of the
that
chair.
was the ghost dog exercises demon spirits.
Yeah.
All right, here's a ghost quiz, y'all. Everyone,
okay, let's go.
How many people associated with the 1973 film The Exorcist died during
6.
production?
Oh, 7.
A, 2.
Okay.
B, 20. C, 9. D, 666.
9.
What do you think, Pooh? 229, 666.
No. 9.
And the answer is correct. It is 9.
I thought it was 7, but then
It's
if
the
that was on
closest
there,
to.
it had to have been 9.
Yeah, it's the closest to. All right. Unearthly quotations. Remember? I said it the other way. Unearthly quotations. Many have tried to explain what ghosts are, and there are numerous theories, all unproven. Nevertheless, these strange stories have forged our faith and our fears, many becoming the tales we tell each other on moonlit nights around a campfire. This was by Richard Palmisano. It's in a book called Ghost: An Investigation into a True Canadian Haunting.
Very interesting.
All right, here's another one. Let me see. Convent of Frights.
Oh, that's a good laugh.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was a good one. It was a good one.
Let me just, with my wintry purple glass. It looks purple, doesn't it?
It does. I love that glass. It's of Grey Goose, right?
Belvedere.
Oh,
it's a Belvedere glass with trees all over it. It's
even
kind of
fancier.
It is? What is this called? This stuff that looks cloudy.
Filigree.
That.
Oh, no.
No.
Frost
like glazed
muted dusty
convent of frights. On Guy Street in Montreal, there's a grand 150-year-old convent that was converted years ago into a residence for students attending Concordia University, though not all the former inhabitants have left the building. Built in 1871, the structure once housed over 1,000 nuns as well as a large number of orphans.
Ew.
Students report hearing phantom children crying or running on the floors above them as well. They hear screams of women from the basement. None of these encounters are surprising, given that more than 200 nuns are entombed in the basement crypt.
Oh, really?
That's fucking... Why does that scare me more than regular people?
That's so creepy.
Holy 200
no, I know
nuns?
exactly what you mean.
God, oh God!
No!
Many of these nuns died from horribly contagious diseases, and moving their remains would have been extremely dangerous. So the crypt had to be preserved under and undisturbed during these renovations. Adding to the mother's house's ghostly population could be some of the dozen of children who also died during 1918 fire. This destroyed the whole top floor where the orphans were housed. I'm burping up acid. Today,
it's this wine because it's dry as fuck.
Today, some children today, I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Hey, a date. Pickle. I got a pickle today. Day.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm like that. So today, some children who attend the residence's daycare have claimed to see the same apparition of the little boy. They call him their imaginary friend.
Ew.
Whoa. Okay, we got one more. Fast Frights. 5 novels about unseen entities by Black authors. And it's February, so it is Black History Month. So let's just do that. In honor of Black History Month, here are 5 works that will grip you to the very end. Beloved.
Oh my God, I love it so much.
By Toni Morrison. A woman escaping her enslavement faces her
movie.
dark past through haunting of her family. So that's a great movie.
It's so good and spooky, really.
Yep, that's a freaking amazing
I love
movie.
it. It's like, it isn't, but it is spooky. I love it.
Oh my God, guess what?
What?
I've only seen that out of this list, and that makes me very upset.
Really? What else are there?
The Good House by Tananarive Due. It's about a woman who returns home after her son dies by suicide to discover that an evil entity is tormenting her hometown. Actually, I think I did see that one. I don't think it's a well-known one, I don't think, but...
I don't know if I've seen that one, really.
The other ones I know I have not. White is for Witching by Helen Oyeyemi. A young woman is tormented by strange ailments after her mother passes away, and the house she lives in is more than it seems. These sound cool to me. The Tempest Tale by Walter Mosley. When Tempest is killed by a cop and sentenced to hell by St. Peter, he refuses to accept that the sins of Black people are the same as those of others. So that's an interesting one. The Sleepless by Nuzo Unknown. By Nuzo Unknown. A little girl faces danger from all sides as she tries to free the ghosts of her brother from a witch's doctor's curse. A witch's doctor's curse.
A witch's door curse. What happened?
It's okay. It's still there.
Did you see how scared I got?
So those are some novels. Oh, these are books. That's why.
Oh, they're books.
You guys, I apologize. But The Good House was actually... These are probably awesome to read. Absolutely. They're novels. But they do have a movie called Beloved. And
it's based on the book.
It's based on the book. It's creepy. I love it. Yeah. I like it a lot.
I like it too.
Bam.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever read the book. I've definitely seen it.
I have the book if you want it.
Do you?
So whenever you want to read it, let me know. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's what we got. I wanted to end with that. I gave you where we're going to be, Sinister Ghouls. Sinister Ghoul.
I gave you 2, where 3. We were going to be.
Sinister Ghoul 2, 3. I gave you the Venmos, all that. And we are really looking forward to doing some bonus episodes, which when I say bonus episodes, you might have 2 episodes out at the same time. Like, well, not the same time. Like, you'll get one every Sunday. The bonus one you might get Thursday. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thursday already? Like a random extra episode.
Yeah.
But we will see how that works. It depends on how many listeners we get. per episode. If you want to up our listens, go for it.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Don't forget to tell everybody, and if you haven't yet, review us on Instagram. Obviously, give us a 5-star if you think we're fucking crazy and we're fun. If you don't like us, then don't listen to us.
You don't have to like us.
Like we respect that. Like if you don't want to, you know,
I
everybody
get
has their
it.
taste. Yeah,
I mean,
but let's do this. Let's not be a dickhead.
No.
And just give us 1 stars because you don't like us.
Dicks are never welcome.
They're always welcome. Right over here.
No.
Bring it on down. Come on, go on, get.
Go on, get.
So, anyways, I almost said stir dicks in cups. Like I meant get the penis straws is what I was talking about.
I was going to say
keep those dicks out of my cups.
Keep your cups out of my house.
Oh God. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some of that shit, but literally spread our name around like I say butter. Okay. Review us, like us, share us, follow us. If you haven't yet, follow us. Find us, see us, hear us. We're gonna do video. We're gonna take some pictures too. I'm gonna try to get some professional ones done by our relative, and I want to do like creepy, fun, podcasty ones. So yeah, we're gonna be black and glittery outfits, and no, we're not. Look at me like, oh, glitter.
I do love glitter, but
glitter.
I don't know if I'd look good in a black glitter outfit.
Listen, we do matte.
I do like glitter, but around Christmas time.
Fuck glitter.
No, I love glitter.
Like glittery, sparkly sequence dresses. Like I'm gonna wear to the gala.
I'll do glittered on my eyes. Yeah, all day, every day. Outfits, I only do sparkle at Christmas or New Year's. Which
I only do it at galas, New Year's Eves, wintertime, Christmas.
Oh, glitter.
So so that's that, and we're sweating. We drank all that. I'm on fire.
I know. I'm tired.
We're fucking exhausted. So with that being said, next week will be a paranormal. I'm really gonna try to do a fun one. So like trying to kind of kill them.
There's something.
Yeah. So paranormal next week, y'all. What?
I have a sig juice, but I'll tell you after.
Okay, she's gonna give me a suggestion after. So you guys, we love you. We appreciate all of you, our Sinister Society of our wicked fiends. We love you all, and we hope you have a really good rest of your week. If you're working, if you're not, whatever, just have a good one. Great weekend. We'll be playing out on Sunday on Spotify like we're in a band. We'll be playing out every Sunday. Bam.
That was the drum.
Cheers. So so we don't condone the don't phone.
No.
Any violence, any meanness, all love, peace, and as I have devil horns up for rock and roll, I meant peace sign for love and peace. And roll? Oh my God! Like she's trying to rock and roll. Yes, rock and roll. Sign? I put in. I don't know. I never do that.
It's that one, I think.
It probably is. Yeah.
This is. Look at how short my pinky is. It's so stupid. Let's not talk about it. No, look at it. It's like
rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. I can't. So we hope that you guys have a fantastic day.
And
that was good.
Stay safe.
Stay sexy. Stay spooky.